The ancient Stoics believed that real strength comes from within, that we must learn to let go of what we cannot control and find peace in our own company. In this video, we'll explore powerful Stoic principles on embracing solitude, detaching from external expectations, and discovering how to be truly happy alone. Stay with me till the end, and let's uncover the wisdom of the Stoics together. Number 1. Find freedom in letting go. There is a kind of peace that comes not from gaining more but from releasing what no longer serves you. Letting go is not about giving up. It is about creating space for what truly matters. Too often we hold on to things, people, and past experiences, clinging to them as if they define who we are. We grip tightly to old hurts, regrets, and fears, believing that they somehow keep us safe. But in reality, they only keep us bound. The truth is, freedom is found not in possession, but in release. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with stones. Each stone represents something you refuse to let go of. A past mistake, a grudge, a toxic relationship, an old belief that no longer aligns with your growth. With every step, the weight bears down on you, slowing your progress and draining your energy. You wonder why life feels exhausting, why happiness seems just out of reach. But what if, instead of carrying the burden, you chose to set it down? What if you let go of just one stone at a time? You would feel lighter, freer, and more open to new experiences. Letting go is an act of courage. It requires trust, the trust that even without the things we cling to, we are still whole. It means understanding that endings are not failures but necessary steps toward new beginnings. Whether it's a relationship that has run its course, a dream that no longer aligns with your heart, or a version of yourself that you have outgrown, release is a gift. It allows you to move forward unburdened, to embrace the unknown with open arms. Many people fear letting go because they believe it leads to emptiness. But in reality, it creates space for healing, for growth, for something better. When you stop holding on to what weighs you down, you make room for new opportunities, deeper connections, and a sense of peace that no material possession or forced attachment could ever bring. Think about nature. The trees do not mourn the leaves they shed in autumn. The rivers do not resist their flow. The clouds do not cling to the sky. There is wisdom in this natural cycle of release. Everything has its season, and trying to hold on to something past its time only brings suffering. True freedom is found when you learn to surrender, to trust that life will fill the empty spaces with something beautiful in its own time. So ask yourself, what are you holding on to that is no longer meant for you? Is it a memory of the past? A fear of the future? The need for approval? The belief that you are not enough? Whatever it is, acknowledge it, honor it, and then, when you are ready, let it go. You will not lose yourself in the process. Instead, you will find yourself lighter, freer, and more aligned with the life you are meant to live. Because true freedom is not about having everything. It is about needing nothing but the peace within you. And that peace begins the moment you decide to let go. Number 2. Thrive alone with self-acceptance. In a world that often glorifies companionship, external validation, and social status, the idea of thriving alone can seem like an anomaly. However, true self-acceptance begins when we embrace solitude not as loneliness, but as an opportunity for profound self-discovery and growth. It is within the quiet moments away from the noise of societal expectations that we find the rawest, most authentic version of ourselves. To thrive alone is to redefine what fulfillment means. It is to step away from the belief that happiness is dependent on external relationships or achievements. Instead, it is about recognizing that our worth is inherent and not determined by the opinions of others. Self-acceptance is the key to unlocking this mindset. When we accept ourselves, flaws, strengths, past mistakes, and aspirations, we no longer seek approval or validation from the outside world. We realize that we are enough, just as we are. Solitude provides the perfect space for self-reflection. It allows us to examine our thoughts, values, and desires without external influence. In doing so, we cultivate self-awareness, a crucial element of self-acceptance. This awareness helps us identify what truly brings us joy, what aligns with our core values, and what steps we need to take to lead a fulfilling life. In the absence of constant interaction, we develop an inner dialogue that is supportive rather than critical, nurturing rather than condemning. Thriving alone also means finding contentment in our own company. It's about replacing the fear of solitude with appreciation for the peace it offers, engaging in hobbies, setting personal goals, and developing routines that bring joy can transform time spent alone into something enriching rather than daunting. When we learn to enjoy our own company, we no longer feel an overwhelming need to seek distractions or validation from others. Instead, we grow comfortable in our own presence, strengthening our sense of self-worth. Furthermore, self-acceptance means letting go of self-judgment. It's about embracing imperfections as part of our unique journey, rather than as barriers to happiness. The pressure to meet unrealistic standards, whether set by society or ourselves, only breeds dissatisfaction. Accepting ourselves means acknowledging our limitations, while also recognizing our potential. It means forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and understanding that growth is a continuous process. Every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to who we are. When we shift our perspective from self-criticism to self-compassion, we free ourselves from the burden of unrealistic expectations and allow space for true self-growth. Another essential aspect of thriving alone is practicing gratitude. Often, we focus on what we lack instead of appreciating what we have. Gratitude shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance. It reminds us that joy doesn't come solely from external sources, but can be found in simple, everyday moments: a beautiful sunset, a quiet morning, a good book, or a personal accomplishment. When we learn to appreciate the present, we become less preoccupied with what we think we need to be happy and more aware of the richness of our current reality. Thriving alone with self-acceptance also fosters resilience. When we are secure in ourselves, setbacks and challenges become opportunities for growth rather than sources of despair. We learn to trust our ability to navigate life's uncertainties, knowing that our worth is not tied to any specific outcome. Self-acceptance creates an internal stability that external circumstances cannot shake. Ultimately, to thrive alone is to develop an unwavering relationship with oneself, a relationship built on self-love, patience, and understanding. It is about finding fulfillment within rather than seeking it elsewhere. When we embrace solitude with an open heart and mind, we discover that we are not alone at all. We have ourselves, and that is more than enough. Number 3. Cleanse negativity from your life. Negativity is like a shadow that follows us, creeping into our thoughts, emotions, and daily interactions. It drains our energy, clouds our judgment, and prevents us from living a fulfilled and peaceful life. If left unchecked, negativity can shape our outlook on the world, creating a cycle of stress, anxiety, and unhappiness. But the good news is that you have the power to cleanse negativity from your life and invite positivity, clarity, and peace into your everyday experience. Here's how you can do it. The first step is self-awareness. Pay close attention to your thoughts and emotions. Negative thinking patterns often become habitual, making them hard to recognize. Observe your inner dialogue. Are you constantly criticizing yourself? Do you dwell on past mistakes or fear the future? Becoming aware of these patterns is crucial because awareness is the first step toward change. Next, cleanse your environment. Your surroundings significantly impact your energy and mindset. Declutter your home and workspace, get rid of things that no longer serve you, and create a space that feels refreshing and inspiring. Surround yourself with uplifting people who support and encourage you rather than drain your energy. Negative people can be toxic, and while you may not always be able to remove them entirely, you can set boundaries to protect your peace. Another powerful way to remove negativity is through mindfulness and meditation. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present, reducing stress and anxiety caused by worrying about the past or future. Meditation allows you to release negative energy, bringing clarity and inner calm. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a significant difference in your mental well-being. Incorporating gratitude into your life is another essential step. Negativity thrives when we focus on what's missing or what's going wrong. Shifting your perspective to appreciation helps to counteract this. Start a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice trains your brain to recognize the positive aspects of your life, making negativity less dominant. Taking care of your body also plays a key role in eliminating negativity. Exercise releases endorphins, which boost your mood and help you feel more positive. Eating nutritious foods fuels your body and mind, making it easier to maintain a balanced emotional state. Proper sleep is also essential. Lack of rest can make you more irritable and susceptible to negative emotions. Another vital aspect of cleansing negativity is letting go of past grievances. Holding on to resentment or anger only hurts you, not the person you're upset with. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the emotional burden. Release what no longer serves you, and choose peace over pain. Additionally, be mindful of the media and content you consume. News, social media, and entertainment can significantly influence your mindset. If you constantly expose yourself to negativity, it will seep into your thoughts. Limit your consumption of distressing news and follow pages or accounts that inspire and uplift you instead. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Whether it's painting, dancing, hiking, or playing an instrument, doing things you love restores your sense of fulfillment and reduces stress. Laughter is another natural antidote to negativity. Watch a funny movie, spend time with loved ones, and allow yourself to enjoy life's lighter moments. Lastly, cultivate a positive mindset. Reframe negative situations by looking for lessons rather than dwelling on setbacks. Affirmations can also help reinforce positive thinking. Remind yourself daily that you are strong, capable, and deserving of happiness. By consciously choosing positivity, you gradually rewire your mind to focus on the good. Cleansing negativity from your life is an ongoing process, but with dedication and mindful effort, you can create a life filled with peace, joy, and positivity. The power is in your hands. Choose to embrace the light and let go of the darkness. Number 4. Uncover the strength of self-worth. What if the key to confidence, resilience, and happiness was already within you? What if everything you've ever needed, validation, strength, and purpose, wasn't found in the approval of others but in your own self-worth? In a world that constantly tells us we need to be more, do more, and achieve more to be valued, it's easy to forget that we are already enough. Today, we're going to uncover the strength of self-worth and explore how embracing it can transform your life. Self-worth is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about recognizing your inherent value, regardless of external achievements, relationships, or material success. It is the unwavering belief that you matter, just as you are. Unlike self-esteem, which often fluctuates based on performance or external validation, self-worth is the deep, unshakable foundation of your identity. When you embrace your worth, you stop seeking permission to exist. You stop measuring yourself against impossible standards set by society, social media, or even your own past mistakes. So, where does self-worth come from? Many people tie their worth to external accomplishments, grades, career success, appearance, or relationships. But true self-worth doesn't rely on those things. It comes from self-acceptance, from understanding that your value is not dependent on your productivity or the approval of others. Think about a newborn baby. They do not have to achieve anything to be worthy of love, care, and protection. They are valued simply because they exist. And yet, somewhere along the way, we forget this truth about ourselves. We start believing that we must earn our worth. But the truth is, self-worth is not something you earn. It is something you uncover and embrace. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your sense of self-worth is by challenging negative self-talk. That inner critic, the voice that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or successful enough, can be loud and relentless. But here's the secret. You don't have to believe everything you think. Start questioning those negative thoughts. Would you speak to a loved one the way you speak to yourself? If not, it's time to rewrite the narrative. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Instead of, I'm not good enough, try, I am learning, I am growing, and I am enough. Your words shape your reality, and the way you speak to yourself determines how you see yourself. Another way to uncover the strength of self-worth is by setting boundaries. People with a strong sense of worth do not allow others to treat them poorly. They do not settle for relationships that drain them or environments that diminish them. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about protecting your energy, your time, and your emotional well-being. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you self-respecting. When you honor yourself, you teach others how to treat you. Self-worth also grows through self-care. And I'm not just talking about bubble baths and spa days. True self-care means making choices that align with your well-being. It's about nourishing your body, mind, and soul. It's about prioritizing rest, setting goals that fulfill you, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. When you treat yourself with love and respect, you reinforce your worth. Finally, embracing self-worth means letting go of comparison. It's easy to look at others and think they have it all together, but the truth is, everyone struggles with doubt and insecurity. Your journey is unique, and your worth is not diminished by someone else's success. Instead of comparing, celebrate your own progress. Recognize your strengths, acknowledge your growth, and remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be. The strength of self-worth is life-changing. When you know your worth, you stop begging for validation, you make empowered choices, and you walk through life with confidence and purpose. The world does not determine your value, you do. And the moment you embrace your worth is the moment you set yourself free. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and remind yourself, you are enough, you are worthy, and you always have been. Number 5. Build confidence through action. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through action. Many people believe they need to feel confident before taking action, but the truth is that confidence comes from doing. The more you step out of your comfort zone and take on challenges, the more self-assured you become. Action leads to experience, and experience leads to competence, which ultimately fuels confidence. Every time you push yourself to try something new, you are reinforcing your ability to handle uncertainty and overcome obstacles. Even small steps, like speaking up in a meeting, starting a new hobby, or initiating a conversation with a stranger, can contribute to a growing sense of self-assurance. The key is to focus on progress rather than perfection. Mistakes and failures are inevitable, but they are also valuable learning opportunities. Each setback teaches you something new and prepares you for future challenges. Instead of waiting for confidence to appear, take action first. Confidence will follow. Another important aspect of building confidence is self-commitment. When you follow through on your promises to yourself, you cultivate self-trust, which strengthens your belief in your capabilities. Setting realistic goals and achieving them, no matter how small, reinforces your self-worth. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with supportive and positive individuals can enhance your confidence. Encouragement and constructive feedback from others can help you see your strengths more clearly. Additionally, developing a growth mindset allows you to view challenges as opportunities for development rather than threats to your self-esteem. By embracing discomfort and consistently pushing yourself beyond perceived limitations, you gradually rewire your brain to associate challenges with growth rather than fear. Visualization and affirmations can also be powerful tools in building confidence. Envisioning yourself succeeding in a task can help reduce anxiety and increase motivation, while positive self-talk can counteract self-doubt. However, action remains the most powerful confidence booster. No amount of preparation or motivation can substitute for actually doing the thing that scares you. Ultimately, confidence is built through action, persistence, and resilience. The more you take risks, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable, strong, and adaptable. So, stop waiting, start doing, and watch your confidence grow with every step you take. Number 6, heal through forgiveness. Forgiveness is a profound act of healing, a gift not only to those who have wronged us, but also to ourselves. Many of us carry deep wounds from past betrayals, harsh words, or painful experiences that linger in our hearts, shaping our emotions and even our physical well-being. When we hold on to resentment, it becomes a burden that weighs us down, influencing our thoughts and actions. It may seem like withholding forgiveness gives us control, but in reality, it keeps us trapped in a cycle of pain. True healing begins when we choose to let go, not for the sake of the other person, but for our own peace of mind. Forgiveness does not mean excusing the hurt or forgetting the pain. Rather, it is about acknowledging the suffering, accepting the past, and making a conscious decision to release it. It is an intentional process that requires strength and compassion. Many times we expect an apology before we can forgive, but waiting for someone else's remorse places our healing in their hands. We must reclaim our power by forgiving regardless of whether the other person seeks it. This act is not a sign of weakness but of immense courage. It liberates us from emotional chains and allows us to move forward unburdened. Healing through forgiveness often starts with self-reflection. We must confront our pain honestly and recognize the emotions that hold us back. Anger, bitterness, and sorrow may seem justified, but they only deepen our wounds if we cling to them. Instead of letting negativity define us, we can choose to rise above it. Practicing empathy can also help in the journey of forgiveness. Understanding that people act out of their own fears, insecurities, or past traumas can provide a new perspective. This does not mean condoning their actions, but it fosters a sense of compassion that makes letting go easier. One of the greatest challenges in forgiveness is forgiving ourselves. We are often our harshest critics, burdened with regret, guilt, or shame over past mistakes. Holding on to self-judgment only reinforces suffering, making it difficult to grow. True self-forgiveness involves accepting our imperfections, learning from our past, and committing to a better future. When we show ourselves the same grace we offer others, we open the door to inner peace and transformation. The journey of forgiveness is not always quick or easy. It is a process that takes time, patience, and conscious effort. Some wounds are deeper than others, and it's okay to take gradual steps. Seeking guidance from trusted friends, mentors, or even professional counselors can provide support along the way. Engaging in mindfulness, meditation, or spiritual practices can also help in grounding ourselves as we navigate our emotions. Ultimately, forgiveness is a gift of freedom from anger, resentment, and the weight of the past. It allows us to step into a future filled with love, joy, and serenity. When we embrace forgiveness, we reclaim our happiness. We no longer allow the actions of others to dictate our emotional state. We choose healing over hurt, peace over pain. By forgiving, we honor ourselves, letting light into the spaces where darkness once resided. In the end, forgiveness is not about the past. It is about shaping a future where we are no longer prisoners of our wounds. It is through forgiveness that we truly heal. Number 7, learn to trust life's path. Life is an unpredictable journey, full of twists, turns, and detours that we never expected. At times, it can feel as if we are walking in the dark, uncertain of what lies ahead. The plans we carefully crafted may crumble, and the dreams we once held dear might seem out of reach. In those moments, doubt creeps in, whispering that we are lost or that we have failed. But what if, instead of resisting these changes, we chose to trust? What if we surrendered to the flow of life, believing that every challenge, every delay, and every redirection is leading us exactly where we are meant to be? Trusting life's path does not mean we stop making efforts or abandon our goals. It means understanding that even when things don't go according to our expectations, there is a greater rhythm at work. Sometimes what we perceive as setbacks are actually necessary steps towards something better. We may not see it immediately, but every closed door nudges us toward an open one that we never would have considered otherwise. The job that didn't work out, the relationship that ended, or the opportunity that slipped away, all of these experiences shape us in ways we can't fully comprehend in the moment. Think about a river flowing toward the ocean. It does not resist the rocks in its path. Instead, it adapts, weaving its way through, finding a new course when necessary. Like the river, we too must learn to trust the natural unfolding of our journey. Life has a way of revealing its meaning over time, often in ways we could never predict. The struggles we endure build resilience, the heartbreaks teach us about love, and the moments of uncertainty help us develop faith. With each experience we gain wisdom, preparing us for what's to come. It's easy to trust when everything is going smoothly, but true trust is tested in moments of uncertainty. When life feels uncertain, remind yourself of the times you have faced difficulties before and still found your way. Recall the moments when life surprised you with something better than what you originally planned. Trust is not about knowing every step ahead. It's about believing that each step, whether clear or uncertain, is leading you in the right direction. So, take a deep breath. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Embrace the unknown with an open heart. Life has a beautiful way of working things out in ways we never expected. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and the path ahead will unfold in its own perfect time. Happiness isn't found in external circumstances or the presence of others. It's cultivated within. Stoicism teaches us that by embracing solitude, focusing on what we can control, and letting go of attachments to things outside our power, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. True contentment comes from self-sufficiency, gratitude, and aligning our actions with virtue. Remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It's an opportunity to grow, reflect, and strengthen your inner resilience. So, take this time to build yourself, master your mind, and find peace within. If you found this message powerful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more wisdom on living a fulfilled life. See you in the next one.